In the MusicXwords initiative. The initiative aims to facilitate a branch of knowledge and exchange between musicians and spoken word artists in South Africa. It will provide training to participants and offer them showcasing opportunities in South Africa and across Europe. 10 participants have been selected for this program, and to share more on it, we're joined by Bonj. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you
for having me on.
Thank you. Happy Saturday. Talk to us about the project. How did you become part of it, and how did the 10 participants come about?
So this project is a project that was implemented by the Music in Africa Foundation in partnership with the Cultural Relations Platform and the EU delegation to South Africa. And the project aims to basically facilitate an exchange between South African spoken word artists and musicians in providing training and showcase opportunities to artists across South Africa and Europe. And this is also meant to basically strengthen collaborations with between South African musicians and European festivals and European bookers and promoters.
What kind of training are we talking about here?
So we're talking about having workshops that speak on travel, especially for an independent artist or just any type of artist, just to know what it means, what you need if you're about to, embark on a tour, and also just to know what opportunities there are in terms of whether you're going to be recording content during these tours, or how to navigate or obviously dealing with promoters, or also navigate contracts. So yeah, it's very informative information that's being basically given on these trainings to participants.
You had one yesterday. Tell us a little bit about that.
So actually yesterday we had the showcase. So that's when the top 10 finalists were able to showcase in front of European bookers and promoters. So this was streamed live and the bookers were able to watch us live perform. And I mean, on Thursday we had workshops, and they were facilitated by, South African musicians, CM Tembu and Tandin Dooley. They were there just to share knowledge on their experiences really as touring artists, as performing artists, abroad. It's just been an informative journey for everyone.
What were their experiences? Tandin Dooley, for instance, what was her experience overseas and how her music was received?
Well, they were mainly sharing how important and crucial it is for artists to kind of be informed on what's required of them, but also be informed about how you can empower yourself and how you can be able to negotiate, these agreements or these these relationships with promoters and festival owners. Tandi, for instance, she was able to share how her touring experience was, over this pandemic, and it was informative because as an artist myself I haven't been able to tour or perform, outside of the country for a while. So it was a really nice refresher course, I guess, for me to understand, the impact obviously of the pandemic for artists who are traveling, but also to just to be informed on what the ducks you need to have in a row just to be able to tour.
I mean, prior to the workshop, musically, how did you package your work and what did you think of it?
How did you package
your work and what did you not know going into this workshop?
For me, it was a different story for me because I feel like I was kind of knowledgeable. Like I am aware of all, during the workshops. I was able to also share and be able to reiterate, what Tandi and Sia were sharing. So for me, it wasn't really learning new things. This is information that I already knew, was aware of. Just it's a matter of me now applying that information. That's my.
Bonj, can you still hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah. Now, why is it such an important aspect of being an artist, knowing the ins and outs of what, for instance, a promoter will say to you in that first meeting?
It's very crucial because, I mean, when you're empowered, when you've got information, you know what you can ask for. You know what to also expect from somebody else, especially working with promoters. You know how to, put your contracts together. You know what's, as an artist, what is expected of you, what is expected of them. Them, curating these shows and putting them together. It's very crucial. It's crucial to be informed about the workings of the industry and how all of this comes together, essentially. Because for us, more than anything, for us to be part of this project, we got also an opportunity to be able to interact and network with these festival promoters and owners. So we're creating relationships also, for I guess a long-term goal.
And, speak to us about what your experience has been in the past and how this, relationship with and knowing your product and knowing what you deserve, how has it gone for you in the past and what's been your experience?
In the past, I was part of a band in Cape Town, and we did, everything ourselves, from bookings to marketing, to, trying to get PR, on the music that we were doing. And I mean, putting a tour together is exhausting. And also financially, it can be just impossible, So in the past, I mean, it's nerve-wracking trying to put it together, especially if you don't have information on who are these promoters, who can you approach to partner with you, but also to lead you in the direction where you're always constantly, in conversations with people like that, basically with promoters. So in the past, I mean, it was difficult doing everything yourself without really having an idea of how to even go about doing it. So I mean, this project. It's just a way really to kind of build a bridge and to allow us to be able to tap into contacts like these promoters, these festival promoters, and these festivals also in Europe. I feel like I've got a better chance at being able to put a tour together, and having it being a successful one, where I also make revenue, because I mean, in the past you'd put a tour together, but it's not like you're going to make an income, So I think with this project, it's a little bit different. It's like there's definitely an opportunity to be able to make, revenue.
And would you advise a young musician to take that route, though, where you're doing your PR, you're doing your, your promotions, you're speaking to promoters as well? Is that wise, though?
I mean, I feel like, regardless of whether you are an independent or side artist, you need to know all these workings, whether you've got a team who can do this for you. You still need to know how it all works. You need to know how marketing and PR works. You need to know how bookings, work. So I would definitely encourage an artist to definitely inform themselves. And there's information, we're living in a digital age where, you don't even need to get signed to be able to get access to this information, or to get access to, people like these promoters or a platform like this that Music in Africa has created. I would absolutely encourage young people to just always stay informed, always stay on top of your business, make it your business.
Bonj, thank you so much for talking to us. The MusicXwords project is an initiative by the EU delegation to South Africa, implemented in partnership with the Music in Africa Foundation and supported by the Cultural Relations Platform. We just had a chat to Bonj. All right, just gone 9 o'clock. Sims has your news.